reserve grade, and it ended up 26 all. An exciting game. A lot of tries scored, a lot of missed tackles, but at 26 all it was exciting for the fans. And it's a beautiful afternoon in sunny downtown Rarotonga. It's a little bit hot, but we got good cloud cover, and these guys are going to enjoy themselves. And let's hope they put on a performance to justify their position in this competition. The Panthers in the black and white are leading on the for and against total, but they're both undefeated. And the Eels are coming off a 74-0 win over the Sea Eagles, and the Panthers beat them 84-8 the week before. So their form's there, but these are the two giants in our competition, and I'm expecting a really exciting game here today. I've got, as usual, I've got the Tupapa sheet. They're terrific, and as usual, nothing from the Eels. I know some of the Eels, but all I can do is call numbers, or not even that sometimes, but we'll see what happens, see how it turns out. But the Tupapa Panthers from 1 to 7 are all Fijians, and they're electrifying, especially the fullback, Panisi or Ben. I call him Farlap, the Fijian racehorse, and obviously the Avatiu's got the little Mafu, the PNG guy, he's in sensational form. He scored 5 tries last week and kicked 11 out of 13 goals. That's 42 points out of a total of 74. So he's in real good form. So what I'm saying to you is this should be, get a cup of tea and some biscuits, sit back and enjoy this, because the live stream's coming through. And our sponsors for the day is, as usual, Cook Island General Transport. Thanks Malcolm Swords, the owner of the company, and 89.5 on the FM dial, and obviously Dave Roofer with Bucket TV, but we cover it all the time. We got the best referee, Junior Abrahammer. He's just come over from New Zealand. He's doing really well. He referees the game, and he doesn't referee the players. He lets the players play the game, and he don't get too involved with it unless he has to. So it should be a good open game. There's a lot of speed in these two teams, and it's going to be on for young and old very shortly. And I think the early exchanges will be pretty quick, and I don't think we'll find a winner until we get into the second half of a competition. But good colours, contrasting black and white and blue. I'm favouring a little bit of the Panthers, but it's only going to be if anybody makes any mistakes, because there is some real stars out here today. We got the Panthers next to me, so they won't bother me. Last week I had the Eels next to me, and they give me a knee bashing. Off we go. And the Eels have kicked off, been well caught. Boom, great first up tackle, bang, down. But that'll be the standard of the game. The Eels' defence has been very incredible the last few weeks. They were terrific last week. See there, the referee, there's a little bit of interference in the play. The ball didn't make any difference in the game, and he just says, let's keep playing football. And that's how you want a referee to be. But it'll be an interesting afternoon with all the speed out there. With the 1 to 7 in the Panthers are all Fijians, and the 1 to 7 in the Eels are very quick men too. So we're on the halfway. Last tackle coming up. See what's going to happen. They're going to run the ball a little out wide. This is Ben. They got hold of him. They know what he's like, and they're off again. Oh, it's stupid football, but it's gone. It's landed all right, which is important. They're still on the halfway, just over the halfway. Kick into the middle. It's the last tackle. So, they've come up with it. The Eels, 20 metres out, and they're on defence. They're appealing for a penalty, but they're not going to get it. It just is the first 15 minutes of this game is going to be pretty intense to try and establish some authority in the game. There's a big run down the middle from the Eels. It's 30 metres out. Right in front, good tackle. Dummy half's off. One of the big forwards is coming up. 35 metres out from their own try line. The referee says, go back. Time off from the referee. Anyway, while we've got this break in play, I just want to thank our sponsors again. Cook Island General Transport, Avatiu TV doing the live streaming, and I hope you're enjoying it. We've been getting it's a blood bin, and we've been getting some really good positive feedback from our live stream, and 89.5 on the FM dial. Very humid, overcast. A lot of tension here today. Darren's up, checking his men out. We don't often see Darren, the coach of Panthers, up. He's a pretty cool dude. But there's a lot riding on this game. It's probably going to be turn into, they're both unbeaten, so we're going to have one team on top and one on second. But this Panthers man has been taken off the field. I think the referee singled a blood bin, but I can't see any blood on him. But see what happens. Oh, it's probably his nose. So it's Tainer Savage, his nose. That's Tainer Savage, number 12. And there's trouble. The PNG boys after the ball. Look at this, here we go. We got trouble here. And oh, they're off. And they're away. They're away. And the Panthers are under the post. And that's what they can do to you if you just get lazy in your defence and you miss a tackle. And that's 4-0 underneath the post. And that's what we've got a big crowd in here today, and they've all come to watch these backline players for the Panthers, and they're electrifying when they take off. And they're that quick. The PNG boys were going to chase them, but they just couldn't keep up with them. That's 4-0. Kick to come right in front. Great start for the Panthers. It's the start that their coach Darren wanted, and they're very positive. And the Eels will regroup. The Eels are a good team. They're walking Tainer Savage around. Look, he might have a broken nose, I'd say, looking at it. And this will be Gabby kicking, and he had a tremendous day the other day. The referee's telling him to get from underneath the post, stop trying to put the kicker off. So it's 4-0, kick to come right in front. And Gabby knows all these 2 points are important because it could win the game at the end of the day. Close game. Gabby's been playing fabulous football too. Moves in, never looked like missing. 6-0 to the Panthers after a few minutes. We've got a big crowd in here today. And I'm really happy to see Junior refereeing because he referees the game, not the players. He don't put up with any rubbish. Play the game of football, that's all he wants. The runners are coming back. Oh, it's my mate Joe Tommy. Has he got a broken nose? Tainer Savage? Yeah. Right, the Eels are kicking off. They've got to be next to score. The big men are chasing the kick. Doing well, here we go up the middle. Big run, great, big defence. But that's what you expect from these two teams. Little knock on. And that's a terrible mistake from the Panthers on the first tackle. So it puts the Eels on the attack. Scrum and feed. 25 metres out from the Panthers try line. right in front of the middle of the ground. But if you have a look when the camera pans out, there's some really big footballers out there. Like the two outside players here for Avatiu are both Fijians. Sai and Tavita, and great runners with the ball. And they've got the little PNG guys on the other side. That's tackle one. And you'll see the forwards drive this ball right into the middle. Oh, great defence. But the Eels will drive this ball right into the middle and then try and get it out wide. They're 20 metres out. Plenty of tackles up their sleeve. Now they're getting right. They're 10 metres out. Now you'll see what the Eels have got. Got a big line out to the right. If they get out there, they've got plenty of men out, and he's dropped the ball. So, whoop, he's off. The referee's blown the whistle. And that was going to be close the gate. That was the Fijian racehorse, and he was going to run 100 yards. But the referee had blown his whistle, so we come back for the scrum. 10 metres out from the Panthers try line. Good start for the Panthers, not so good for the Eels. But we've got a long way to go. Nice overcast day. It was very humid early in the earlier games, but it's cooled off a lot. All offside. It's funny, Junior's a good referee, don't put up with any muck. He tells you to get onside, you don't want to listen, he'll blow the whistle. And it keeps the teams apart, keeps them cool. So this is Gabby kicking for the try line, off at the sideline. Right on the halfway mark. This is Tua with the tap. He's a star in his own right. He'll run itself. False start. Go back. Same play. Straight into the forwards. Tackle one. They're going to play the ball out wide. Oh, great run. That looks like CO 30 metres out. He's another one of their stars. Here we go, the Panthers are on the fly. Lost the ball. There's trouble, but they picked him up. Now there's trouble. They're off. They're off. And that's what I mean. You run away from the goalpost. You should have tried to straighten up and make the conversion a little bit easier, but it's 6-4. And that's what I mean about you make one mistake in this type of game and you're going to pay the price for it. And they're all shaking Big Sainagi's hand, so he must have done something good in the play there. And that'll rattle the cages of the Panthers a little bit. And this little gentleman, Mafu, number 1, he kicked 11 out of 13 last week, so he's in form. Panthers are going to bring on their second hooker, or their first hooker, number 17, Jeremy Campbell. This guy's another one. He's improved his kicking. He's been very deliberate. He's missed a lot of early kicks in front, but he's worked on his weaknesses and he's playing good football at the moment. And an absolute gentleman. Up it goes. I shouldn't have said anything. That was dreadful. So it remains 6-4. Panthers in front. That never looked like going over. But Mafu, he'll fix that up. He's an exciting player, but number 1 for Avatiu. Keep an eye on him. but there's speed to burn all over this field today. So 6-4, Panthers kicking off. Trainer Savage hasn't come back on, so he must be in a bit of trouble. Here we go, here comes the Eels. Big run into the middle, big defence, 20 metres out. And the dummy half's off. It's tackle 2. $30 metres out, third tackle. That's the captain, Tulu, number 3. Trying to milk penalties, but this referee won't fall for that sort of stuff. That's a big run, 40 metres out, last tackle coming up. So here we go. There's a big high kick. It's on for Tavita, the winger down here. And he's gonna, this is interesting. Carve's gone up to catch the ball, never looked like catching it. And the referees called a halt because Tavita's gone underneath him, but neither of them went near the ball. So you work out what's going to happen, I don't know. But he's their weakness, the Panthers, and he's a lovely young bloke, but he can't catch the high ball. He has terrible trouble with his hands, but if he can get hold of a ball in his hands, he can run like a deer. And you can always tell him he's got those red leggings on. But he went up high, never looked like getting the ball. And that's where the Eels will be putting all their kicks to him. Up he gets. Up he gets. Be interested to see what the ruling is from the referee. He's going to give a penalty to the Panthers. And you work it out, because I don't know. Neither of them went for the ball. Neither of them looked like catching it. He's got 10 minutes in the sin bin. Wow. Penalty to the Panthers. That's big to Vita. I wouldn't like to get in his way. I wouldn't like to walk over the road when he was running along like that. Big fella. But we go with the referee's call. So it's a penalty. They're going to be 30 metres out from their own try line, the Panthers, and they got 13 against 12. There's a big run here. Size over the top, 40 metres out. The Eels' defence is always solid. 40 metres out, they haven't made any ground. Here we go, they're getting it out wide. Bad pass to nobody, the wingers come up with it. It's a good run down the sideline. Good front on tackle from the Eels, 40 metres out from their try line. And here we go, it's an up and under. They're all chasing it. Been well caught. And here comes trouble. This is little Mafu, and they got hold of him. Carve's got hold, they've cleaned him up. They know he's a danger. As soon as he got the ball, and they've given the Panthers got a penalty. And the referee's on top of this, but as soon as he looked like getting the ball, they were all over him. And he's the big danger man, number 1 for the Eels. Great little footballer. And is as quick as these Fijian boys. Good kick. 40 metres out from their own try line. Right, got a tap. Out they go. Not going to get anywhere like that. You're not going to get past these Panthers there. Panthers' defence is very good. Here comes the big forwards. This is typical Eels. 2 or 3 big runs down the middle for the forwards. They're trying to get a penalty. They tried to milk the penalty, but the referee didn't fall for it. They're 20 metres out from the Panthers try line, right in middle. Got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. Oh, he's put a kick in, and the referee's going to... Yeah, that's the right call. He was tackled after he kicked the ball 10 metres out. And that was danger because it was Mafu, the number 1, the fullback for the Eels. And as soon as he gets the ball or gets near it, the Panthers have been told they just got to take him out of a game. Legally. So he's going to kick for goal, which is the right call. It's 6-4. The kick to come. 6-4. But this will go to the wire, this game. The first half will be pretty even, I would imagine, and the second half is when the championship clicks into gear. It's funny, you can see the danger men in these different teams. As soon as they get the ball, everybody's after them. Yep, never looked like missing. 6-all. Game on. It'll be like this for most of the half, I'd say. So they're still down 1 man. Tavita's on the sideline here, number 2. They've got a few minutes to go. Got 10 minutes in the bin. Panthers kicking off. Short kick, tried to come up with something, but the Eels have got it. It was a set move, which is good. Instead of just kicking it willy-nilly, they've tried to set something up into the straight in. Oh, they were going to lift him up. He's been dropped on the halfway line. Legal tackle, no problem with that. Here comes the big forwards up the middle. Great run from the Eels. Great run. Here comes another big forward. Great tackle. Lost the ball. Lost the ball. So there's a knock on against the Eels. Great tackle right around the ankles. He spilt the ball. So we're 40 metres out from the Panthers try line. It's a scrum and feed to the Panthers. And Tavita's on the naughty chair over there, laughing his head off. They enjoy their football here. Right, here we go. The Eels have just got to try and contain this team while they're 1 man short. Not going to do much, just going 1 out. They've got to set up their players. Jason's the dummy half with a wide headgear. Now here we go. Here we go. This is Tua. He's a danger man. He's hard to get hold of. He's got through. He's getting them off, but they got hold of him. He's 20 metres out. Got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. Get it out wide. You got an extra man. Great tackle. 15 metres out. They got plenty of men out wide. They've gone back inside. Penalty to the Panthers inside the 10. They're going to take a tap. Referee says, let's go. Good defence from the Eels. That's what they're good at. Their goal line defence is always superb. This is where they can... Oh, he's lost the ball. He's gone backwards. He's gone out. So I'll be interested to see what the call is here. 15 metres out. We're going to have a scrum. He's got a scrum and feed to the Panthers. I think he's got a call from the linesman. So it's a scrum and feed to the Panthers, 15 metres out. And this is going to be a really tight first half, this one. They've got to try and take advantage of their one-man advantage here, the Panthers. Says, let's go. Ball's in. There we go. Going to go out wide. Here's a good run from Tua. He's going to go himself. And he's been brought down just short. No, he's over. He's over. Try to the Panthers. Good footballer, Tua. He's very hard to handle. Like most of these backline players over here, they're very good on their feet. So that's 10-4. 10-6. 10-6 to the Panthers. But they've got to try and score some points while the big Tavita's in the naughty chair here. Got a couple of minutes to go. And he won't be too happy because they're scoring while he's in the sin bin. Gabby's the kicker. He's been kicking really well lately, so it's well within his range. Moves in, across the front, never looked like going over. See, Steve. So, what? Avatiu kicking off. And Tavita's back on. He's done his 10 minutes. Sean Willis says, time's up. Let's get in there. So it's 13 on 13. But the Panthers are just in front. Nice high kick way down the back. Well, the referee's got them all in front of a kicker. And even if he's got eyes in his back of the head, they're all offside be on his blind side too. So that's a little bit of a bonus for the Panthers. They're going from receiving the ball to being on attack 40 metres out from the Panthers try line. And here we go. Tua's off again. I think he's out to prove a point today. 30 metres out. We're right into the middle of a field. They're obviously setting themselves up here. 20 metres out. Good defence from the Eels. Jason's gone to the left. Got plenty of men out here. If they can get the ball to land somewhere, they're going to get very close. Just short. Play the ball. Got a big back line out here. Oh, very close. Last tackle coming up just short. Oh, they're gonna run the ball out wide. Oh, great pass to Carve, but they got hold of him. So it's a changeover. The beauty of the Fijians, they just throw the ball and they know somebody will pick it up. And he goes, oh, Sai's got the ball and they've got Sai. 10 metres out. Mr. Gadget Man. And a real personality players coming on from the Eels. It's Logan Perenisi. Been off the scene for a while, but Logan's a good hard man. Good replacement. The Eels are 40 metres out from their own try line. There we go, the kick. And they're off after it. Down in the corner. The Panthers have got it. Here we go. Great defence from the Eels. 20 metres out from the Panthers try line. Holden down in the tackle. Silly football from the Eels. Do all the good work. Give away a silly penalty like that. And the Panthers get out of trouble straight away. They're up to the halfway mark without doing any work. So we've got a tap, 6 tackles coming up. Hookie's been replaced. Oh. The Panthers, no, they shouldn't be playing the Eels in the middle because that's where the Eels are strong. Get the ball out wide and there you can got a chance of getting into them. Slow play the ball. Here we go out wide. The Eels defence is solid. Bit of push and shove there, but that's no problems. Trying to break his leg off. Panthers ball, they're out in the middle, there's a kick. Kick for the winger. The winger's flying, but the Eels have come up with it. So it's out to the 25 metres. And the referee's the first man in the position to be there. That's Tavita. Oh, you can hear the bangs here. Leading, whoa, they tipped over there. Tipped over there. That was accidental. That was accidental. Now he's worth a penalty. Penalty on the halfway mark. The referee's got to be a good judge on that sort of thing, whether it's bad or just happens in the game. Here comes the Eels down the middle. Great run, they're 15 metres out. They'll run their forwards. Down the middle, he goes big sigh. He's a hard man to stop close to the line. That's tackle 2. Got plenty of men out wide. They're running everywhere. Beautiful ball. Here, oh, that's got to be offside or in front or knock on. The Eels are crucifying themselves. So they've got a scrum going down 15 metres out. Looked impressive. Scrum and feed to the Panthers. While we're having this scrum, I just want to thank our sponsors for the day. Cook Island General Transport, Bucket TV, live streaming this to you wherever you are in the Pacific through Pacifica TV and 89.5 on the FM dial. 20 metres out. Here's a chance here for the Panthers if they can get the ball out. They've got some runners out wide. And here's a big chance. They're off. Tua's got Carbe with him. He's put the kick in for Carbe. Carbe's off. And he's come up with it. And it's gone dead. Just couldn't get to it. The kick went too far. But that's where these Fijians can kill you from the Panthers. A lot of them are all like lightning. As a set move, Tua's put the ball up. He knew Carbe was there, and Carbe's a flying machine, but just couldn't get to the ball. So it's an Eels ball, 25 metres out in the middle of the field. This game won't liven up until the second half, I don't think. It's just play the game. Forward pass, good call. Good call from the linesman. And that's what you need in these sort of games. You need these calls to be correct. Gabby's going back on for the Panthers. Number 7. Waving to his mother in Fiji. A lot of talking going out on the field, but none of it's from the referee, it's all from the players. Here we go. These Fijians are quick when they run onto the ball. Jason's got the ball, got it out wide. Turns back inside. Letty's been replaced. There we go, one out. You're not going to get through the Eels that way unless you're super quick. 10 metres out, a couple of tackles up their sleeve, out wide. And this is where the Eels can beat the Panthers out. The Panthers can beat the Eels out wide. Here we go, here we go. Oh. Dancing around, still going. They're slippery. Last tackle coming up. They've gone. And they've thrown it to nobody. Change over. But that's the way the Fijians play their game. So it's an Eels ball. 5 metres out from the try line. And they'll just graft away. It's a hard style of football, the Eels. They send their big men up the middle. No matter if you're a winger or a forward. If you're big, you go. That's tackle 3 coming up. They've only made 25 metres. And it's hard yakka. Here goes the gadget man, and he's nearly through, but they got hold of him. Sai. One day he's going to break through people and run 100 metres. Oh, he went for he just couldn't get the ball. Mr. Mafu, last week it all worked for him. Today it didn't work. So I've got a scrum going down. Just in the half of the Eels. Got a big crowd in here today. We've also got big games over in the netball area. It's 2 teams, very strong. The Bulldogettes and the Eelettes. And very competitive, those 2 teams. I think they're both unbeaten after the second round in the netball too. So we've got a scrum going down right on the halfway mark. It's an Eels scrum and feed. Oh, it's a Panthers scrum and feed. Here we go, Tour again. They got hold of him this time. They tried to break his leg off, but it didn't come away from his body. 40 metres out from the Eels try line. Jason's passed the ball out. Oh, He's fallen forward and lost the ball. Unlucky. But that's the sort of luck the Eels need. The Eels haven't had too much ball. They haven't had too much good possession in good areas. So they're doing all right, just hanging in there at the moment. While the scrum's going down, I just want to thank our sponsors, Cook Island General Transport, Bucket TV and 89.5 on the FM dial. Good solid defence from the ball, the Panthers. Oh, he's lost the ball and it's gone back to the Panthers, but he's been dropped straight away. 6 more. Here we go. Turn it into the middle. They're offside. So it's a penalty to the Panthers. Right in the middle of the field. A bit of confusion. If it was me, I'd be taking a kick a goal. Tight game like this, 2 points can win the game. And yes, they're going to take a kick for goal. Panthers in front, 10-6. And this will be a handy kick to go over this one. It's right in front. And you've got to take these opportunities when the game's even. Crowd's very quiet. Big crowd in. Nice and cool now. It's getting a little bit dark. Maybe a bit of rain around, but the heat's gone out of the sun. 10-6. Gabby knows this is the important kick. He's had a spell on the side and Darren's trying to manage his stars to give them plenty of rest to make sure they're ready to go in the second half. He moves in, up he goes, and it's over. So it makes it 12-6. Converted tries the difference. And the coach is telling Tua to tell his players to stick to the game plan. They've got a move called Hurricanes, I think. Oh, I don't know. Darren Perry, the coach, is sitting next to me and he just gave me a funny look. So we'll see what Hurricane is. Hurricane to me is give the ball to one of these flying Fijians. Here we go down the middle. Great take. Good defence, 25 metres out. The Eels are great in the middle of the field. Their defence. Jason's off from the dummy half out wide. This is where the Panthers can get the Eels out wide. They're 40 metres out from their own try line. Slow to get up. Jason's gone to the blind side again. They're looking for their winger over there. Still going. Now they're going to run the ball. Here they go. Back door, here goes Ben. They just got hold of him. He nearly got away from him. They grabbed his jumper, but he was off. Last tackle coming up, I would imagine. Stupid football from the Eels. Ben's like lightning. When he presses the accelerator down, he takes off. Look, he's coming back on number 8. Darren's managing his big forwards. It's going to be a hard game, this one. So we're going to the side. We're going to try and do something here. They're going to be 10 metres out. 6 tackles up their sleeve. The Eels' defence is very good here, but they've got to try and get the ball out wide to these flying Fijians. Brought down 10 metres out. Tackle 1. Out they come. Haven't made much ground. They're still just short of a try line. Tackle 2. Oh, he's running around in circles. He doesn't know what to do. But you got all these stars out wide. Give them the ball and see what they can do. The dummy half, Jason's off again. There they go, one of these Fijians, but they got hold of him. High tackle. That's a bit of a bonus for the Panthers because they weren't going anywhere then. 5 metres out. Panthers got 6 more tackles. Get it out wide. You got all these stars out wide. Give them a shot with the ball like this. Very close to getting over. There's another penalty. The Eels has got the referee's got his arm up. It's getting dark over there too. We're starting late in the day over here. But the Panthers got a penalty a metre out from the try line. And they got all these stars out wide. Use them. Play on. Kick backwards. Give themselves a bit of room. Right, here we go. 6 tackles to the Panthers. The dummy half's taken it and he's gone up the middle. Been dropped 10 metres out. They're off, they're off, they're off, they're off, and he's over. And the crowd goes wild. The crowd goes wild. Try to the Panthers. I couldn't see. Did you see the number of the player there, Dave? Can you see the number? No. It's one of the. Hey? It's one of the Fijians, and they're very quick when they take off. And there's the half time, and that's a good score for the Panthers right on half time. So the kick to come. And while we're waiting for the kick, I just want to thank our sponsors. General Transport, Cook Island General Transport. Vaka TV, who's doing the live streaming for you people in Oceania through Pacifica. And it goes to New Guinea, and we get a lot of these New Guinea guys tell us their families watching it on TV in New Guinea, Fiji, all over the Pacific. And 89.5 on the FM dial. And I'm pretty sure that the coach of the Panthers will be pretty happy at the moment. They've been the form team of the competition, but the Eels have been playing good football and the game's not over yet. The Eels will come back in the second half. Got the smart coach in Metty and Albert, and he'll have a big talk to them at half time and they'll come out firing. It is an important kick. Every 2 points you get in this game is going to be a bonus. But Darren's been managing his big forwards. Folletti's been on the side. There's a great kick and it's over. So that makes the score 18-6. 18-6 to the black and whites. And we'll be back. We'll be back for the second half shortly. Thank you. box, David. You pay the bill. Will you pay for the steak?
Stream is going through. Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah.
They've had no ball. All right, we're back for the second half. The teams are up, ready for action. The coach from the Eels has been probably giving them a lesson in how they're going to win this game. Mitty and Albert and Darren Perry on the Panther side. He's a cool customer and he'd be pretty happy at the moment. Folletti, number 10, he's Samoan in the Panthers team. He's not well himself, but he's a star in his own right. So we've got the Panthers kicking off. Sun's gone down. There's some big black clouds over the mountain, but at least it's keeping the heat out of it. So here we go. Second half, high kick. Well caught. Big run up the middle, and that's only one man runs like that. That's Lay. Big hard runner. Fijian boy, but plays with his heart on his sleeve. And you can see that they've been revved up, the Eels. They're going to play a really hard type of football in this half. Look at these big men are into it. They're 40 metres out, and that's tackle 3, and that's what they got to do, the Eels boys. Another big run down the middle. They're 25 metres out. Got 2 tackles up their sleeve. Now they've got to try and work something out here. Last tackle coming up. They're 20 metres out. And they've got to get it out to these P&G boys. He's put a little kick in. And it's been cleaned up. He's been caught. They're on the try line, the Panthers. Oh, he slipped. He's been ankle tapped. That's tackle 1. There's a penalty. Oh, no. The referee says go back. He's been pushed back. And that's the Eels starting to get under the skin of the Panthers. And that's how they play the game. 20 metres out. Panthers ball. I can see this game hotting up even in the first couple of minutes. And the Panthers are going to respond to it because Darren would have told his players this is what's going to happen. Jason's off. That's what I mean. The Panthers are going to know they're in the game now. Oh, so put the ball down. And he's going to rule a knock on. That's good. And that's just pressure from the Eels. So we've got a scrum going down 40 metres out from the Panthers try line. Change over. Eels ball. Eels ball. Now we'll see what the Eels can do here. Tackle 1, they're 20 metres out, still going down the side there. And that's a cheap penalty. Silly football from the Panthers. And you can't let the Eels get under your skin because they'll try and rattle you when they're getting beat on the scoreboard. And that's a big forward. That's tackle 1. It looks like Sainagi. Here they go. The big forwards are into it. He's lost the ball. And you can hear the roar from the crowd over there in the stand. And he's knocked the ball on. So we're going to have a scrum, 10 metres out. Panthers scrum and feed. And that's good for the Panthers. They've held that first onslaught from the Eels. But that's what the Eels have got to do to try and upset these Panthers. Referee's having a good game. I like this man, Junior Abraham. He doesn't muck about. He just referees the game. Oh, he's lucky they got hold of him. Ankle tap. He was off. Oh, look at this. The Eels are into this. And here we go. The Panthers are off. Here we go. Jason's got the ball out. Oh, big hit. Big hit. That's. Oh, great defence. Last tackle coming up 40 metres out. They've got players everywhere out wide. They're running around. The Panthers have got it out wide. The Eels have got it. They're still going, the Panthers. Still going. And they're off. They're just short of a try line. Change over. And that's just set speed of the Panthers Fijian players. That's tackle one. Eels ball, 30 metres out. Here come some of these big men. Big run down the middle. 40 metres out. Knock on. Knock on. Bit of luck to the Panthers this one. 40 metres out from the Eels try line. And the luck's going with the Panthers. The score's going with them, and they're doing all right at the moment. And the Eels have got to try and turn this around. They started well in the second half, but the intensity's gone away. So we'll see what's happening. Joe, stop saving babies. There's a new player for the Panthers coming on. He's a great little fella, James Nan. He's from Arjataki and Faleti Ioane. Quick play the ball. Still going at 30 metres out. That's Faleti's brother just... two of his brothers just come off. Simi. There's plenty of Panthers out there. Here's trouble. This is the little fella, but he got hold of him. He's lost the ball. Lost the ball. Penalty to the Eels by the look of things. Cook kicking to the clubhouse up on the roof. The Eels have got to do something here. They've got 6 tackles. They're 20 metres out. They've really got to come away with a score here. Otherwise, the game's going to get away from them. Right, tap's taken. Here comes one of the big forwards. Looks like Mr. Gadget. 5 metres out. They're going to run their big forwards. Great tackle, good defence right on the try line. It's tackle 2. Here we go, the little PNG boys. They've gone for the intercept but couldn't get hold of it, but it's been ruled a knock on. So we're going to have a scrum going down 10, 15 metres out from the Panthers try line. Going to be an Eels scrum and feed. And we'll be interested to see if they've got any moves from the scrum base, the Eels. I'm pretty sure the ball will go to Sai Nagy, playing 5'8", and he'll try and bust him. They're going to the blind. Going across the field. He's just short of a try line. Going to the blind again. Good defence from the Panthers. Penalty to the Eels. Oh, good defence from the Panthers on their try line. They're both good defending teams on their try line. Here's a big run here. Short pass, just dropped just short of a line. The dummy half's off. He's just short of a try line. The dummy half's tried to go over. And the try has been awarded to the Eels. They needed that, and it's just near the goal post, so that'll put them back in the game. So this has got to go over, this kick. And it'll be game on now. They've had no luck, they've had no ball, and they're still hanging in, but that's the Eels. That's how they play football. Mafu's taking his time. Moves in, and it's over. That makes the score 18-12 to the Black and Whites. Good player, Jason. Right, we're kicking off. Game on now. If the Eels can be the next to score, well then we're going to have an exciting finish. But the Panthers are just as likely to score down the other end quick as you can blink. Here comes the big men. Oh, he's lost the ball, that's what I mean. Been turned over. And this is going to put the Panthers straight on attack. They need a quick play the ball. They've got 100 men out wide to the right. Oh, they've gone to the left. It should have went the other way because they had 100 men out there. They're just short of a try line. And the dummy halves try to go over, and that's silly football. You got all these stars out wide, use them. There's a big long pass. You only got to get them one-on-one. Here's a big chance. It's been dropped right on the try line. Oh, there's an intercept, but there's too far to run. There's too many Fijians after you, and they've lost the ball. Here they go. Tua. Oh, it's everywhere. It's like a game of ice skating. Balls everywhere. Here we go. Bit of excitement. The crowd's going wild. That's my man. That's CO. Very close to getting over. Here we go. There's a play on. The referee says, here we go. Here's a chance for him. Oh, great defence. Bone rattler, that one. The Eels are recovered, so the dummy half's off. Spun. Last tackle coming up. A lot of experts in the crowd. Oh, the dummy half's gone. Thrown a dummy. And he's lost the ball. Lost the ball, held up. That was a good opportunity lost there by the Panthers. So it's a changeover. 10 metres out from the Eels try line. They've survived that one. Go back. Not very happy with that ruling, the Eels. 25 metres out. Two big forwards have been replaced, Lecky and Tulu. Yes, this is where they can get themselves in trouble. The little Fijian boys put the ball up in the air and he's got away from him. And here's trouble. This is Ben, the racehorse, and great run, great football. Whee, and they're going mad. The linesman's going mad. Ben was off then. That's a call from the linesman. And I think lays on the naughty chair, which is a position he takes quite often in this game. But he's Fijian, and he don't like to see Fijians make him look silly. But you can see, had the bounce. But when Panisi runs that ball, the crowd rises. He is electrifying when he can get a little bit of room. So here comes the Panthers, 5 metres out, 6 tackles up their sleeve. So here we go. The dummy half's off. They got all these stars out wide. I don't know why, but he's going for the blind side. He's been brought down. Get the ball out wide to all these fellas. There was no dummy half. Big long pass. He's lost the ball. Here's trouble. It's gone back to the Panthers again. Here's trouble. Play on. The referee says he's going to score under the post. Bit of luck, but the Panthers have got in. The ball was knocked out of his hand by an Eels player, and they've scored right under the post. They're all complaining, but it was play on. The referee ruled play on, and it's the right decision. No luck for the Eels. No luck for the Eels. But it's been all Panthers at the moment. And they are the current favourites to win this comp. The Eels are complaining to the referee. He's not interested. He's made a decision. I think he's put one of the Eels players in the sin bin for dissent. The good thing about this referee, don't put up with any rubbish. You want to be a referee, get a whistle and turn up next week in referee's colours. But it's a tight game. And the Panthers have been the favourites for the whole comp, and they're proving it today. And John Pennu is in this naughty chair for 10 minutes. And it's been very competitive. But the score will not fit the game, in my opinion. The Eels have had no luck. and the Panthers had just killed them.
Hey, that's halfway. 10 minutes. Pull back. Hey, that's halfway. James. That's halfway. One back.
Gabby moves in. He don't miss these ones. And over it goes. So the Panthers are getting right away here at the moment. So the Eels have got 2 players in the sin bin, and you can't play the Panthers with 11 men on the field, no matter how good you are. And the Panthers are going to get the ball, and I'm sure they're going to run these Eels around. And the call goes out from the bench from Avatiu, you got to work harder. Well, when you're down 2 players, you've really got to work hard. So here we go. The Panthers have got the ball from the kickoff. They're down. Here's trouble coming. They're off. There's Panthers everywhere. He needs some help. Got the ball out wide. And that's Carbe, but they got hold of him. He's lost the ball. And that's Carbe's got bad hands. A great runner with the ball. And we've got a scrum going down 25 metres out from the Eels try line. And it's 11 against 13 at the moment. But the one thing about the Eels, and I know what will happen, they'll come back stronger than ever from this defeat. And it looks like it's going to be a defeat for them. Very proud club, the Eels. And so's the Panthers. All clubs are, but the Eels pride themselves on winning. The whole club's built on that. There's a big run down the middle. Straight into the forwards. The Eels supporters are going wild. They're all cheering, yelling and going on. Mafu's tried to take off, but he's been caught. 40 metres out. High shot. Penalty. Plays on. Been brought down 20 metres out. Flop. Quick tap. Right on the try line, the Eels. They tried to go over from the dummy half. They're going out wide. There's nobody out wide. They're outnumbered. Great defence from the Panthers. They've gone again to the blind side. And they're hanging on. The Eels are going. They're trying. Going backwards. Out wide. Oh, great pickup. Right underneath the arches. Last tackle coming up. There's a kick for the corner. And Big Tavita's got hold of it. And I think he's over. He's over in the corner. Try to the Eels. That makes the score 24-16 to the Panthers. And the Eels aren't out of this yet. If they can land this kick, then they're with a converted try. And they've only got 11 players on the field. This little fella here is Mapu, the fullback #1. He's talking to the coach. Don't know who's taking the kick. We've got a rainbow coming up over there in the background. It's a difficult kick from the sideline, 20 metres out, 25 metres out. The game's not over yet. If you can kick this, it'll bring the game right into the middle of a field. That's up, but it's across the front and it's missed. But the Eels will fight to the final whistle. They've had no ball, they've had no luck, in my opinion, and they've done well.
Jeremy.
The Panthers are a great team. Jeremy Campbell's off, number 17. First year at the Panthers. They tell me he come from Ararungi. I don't know the guy. So here we go, the Panthers kicking off. They'll be looking for a mistake down this end. That's a nice high kick. Oh, and that's the mistake they wanted. You play for those mistakes. So it's now the Panthers on the attack 5 metres out. And the Eels didn't need that. They've still got 2-man advantage. The other 2 guys are still on the naughty chairs here. Lay wouldn't have much longer to go, and Johnny Penner would have a bit more. But they need a quick scrum, get some ball out wide, and they could go in here very quickly, the Panthers. So in it goes. They're into the middle. They're out wide. They've got 100 overlap here. They're going to the winger, and Carbo's just got to cruise into the corner here. And that's what happens when you've got a 2-man overlap. So that's a try in the corner for the Panthers. They just had to score. Lays up off the naughty chair. Could be back again. Wild man. Good bloke. Hard man footballer. The Panthers coach is happy. Smiling. He knows his team's got this one. It's been a big battle, this game. It's for the top spot on the league ladder. And they've been playing terrific football, the Panthers, and so have the Eels, but 2 men down against the best team in the comp, you can't hold them out. It'll be a good kick for Gabby, this one. He's on the sideline. He's 20 metres out. He's a reliable man with kicking. Taking his time. Up it goes. They haven't moved, but it's across the front. I think they'll be celebrating in Panther Town tonight. So they're back to 12 players, the Eels. They've still got Johnny Pennu on the naughty chair. Clive Nicholas has replaced himself. Eels are kicking off. High kick. Been well caught down the back down there. Good run, 20 metres out. Panthers ball. And if the Panthers are smart, they just got to get the ball out wide and keep running the team that's short of a player.
Get up, Joey! Get up, Joey! Legs!
Here we go. Here we go. A little kick. This is a planned move, but Lay's got the ball. He's got Fijians all over the place. They got hold of him. It's 13 on 13. Oh, the Panthers are coming into these tackles like there's no tomorrow. I think they're trying to let the Eels know that they've beaten them today. They're on the halfway mark. Eels ball down the middle. He's lost the ball. So it's a knock on. Scrum going down. It's going to be a Panthers ball 40 metres out from their own try line. But I'm sorry to say, I think the Eels are shot ducks. Nothing going their way, no luck. It's all going the Panthers' way. Give him to Joe, Tommy, he'll look after him. There's kids wandering around on the field here, too close to the sideline. They've gone out wide. That's tackle one, just short of a halfway mark. Bit of work done in the tackle there, but nobody saw it. He's having a word to Sainagi. Penalty in his face, and it might have been an eye gouge. So it's a penalty. Oh, it's a shocker. It's only gained 10 or 15 metres, but at least the ball's gone out. It's the Panthers ball 40 metres out from the Eels try line. And here they come again, the Panthers. Oh, the Eels haven't given up. They're into that tackle. Oh. Here we go. Great run here. That's Ben. They're pushing and shoving him. Oh, here we go. It's getting a little bit out of hand now. The referee says, get back. Not interested in what you're saying. Penalty to the Panthers in the middle of the field, 20 metres out. Kicking for the sideline. Yeah, going to rub more salt into the wounds here, I think. One of our veterans going on, Mr. Matutu, number 15. Been a great player for the Panthers for a long time. Very close to going, oh, short of a try line. Out wide. Tackle 2, 5 metres out. Here we go. Panthers everywhere. They've got players running everywhere. Short ball and the Panthers are in. Plan move. And the Panthers are starting to get right away in this game. Salafi's been replaced. Had a good game. The big boy from Samoa. Been here long enough to be called a Cook Islander. He goes to war when he plays this game. But the Panthers are getting right away with this game. Thomas is coming off. He's a warrior. He is a warrior, this man. Captain. Captain fantastic. Had a long career in Rarotonga in football, Tom. Got some of his nephews playing with him. And like they're 18 and 19. So you can understand what I'm saying. Up they go. And it's over. That makes the score 34-16 to the black and whites. And the Eels have got to do something, otherwise they're going to get in there again. But they've cemented their spot as favouritisms in this competition, the Panthers, and they look terrific today. Been a good game, played in good stead. But they look like they're shot ducks, the Eels. Just hasn't worked for them. But they'll come back to fight another day, the Eels. They always do. Little short kick. Little short kick. Knock on. Scrum going to go down 30 metres out from the Panthers try line. Panthers scrum and feed. The referee's ruled it's been knocked on by the Eels player. Beautiful afternoon in sunny downtown Rarotonga. A lot of cloud, but it's kept the heat out of the sun, and it's pretty good conditions for football. It's good for watching it. We're in the shade. Five minutes to go, I think. Here we go, here we go, here we go. They just got hold of him. They've all played well, the Panthers, and they're going to try and put another. Oh, that's a big hit. The Eels supporters are complaining, but a knock on in there somewhere, knock on from the Panthers. But I've always said the best referees sit on the sideline. I wish they'd take up the call of being a referee, because we're short of referees. Got a scrum going down 40 metres out from the Eels try line. It's an Eels scrum and feed. And in it goes, out it goes. Oh, bad pass, and they had to dive to pick up the ball. Oh, you heard that tackle. And the linesman's got his flag out. That's the way to tackle these fellas, one right around the ankles. Here comes the big forward. There's another big forward up the middle, but he's 35 metres out in the way. The legs are flying around. That'll be Mr. Gadget Man. Oh, there's a shoulder charge. There's a shoulder charge. There's a shoulder charge. No tackle, no arms in the tackle. And we got a bit of pushing and shoving, which you would say it's traditional for these teams, but the Panthers man's run straight into the Eels man. No arms in the tackle, straight into him. And this is what the Eels did to the Sea Eagles last week. They battered them, and the Panthers are trying to let these blokes know that we're the boss. See what the referee's going to do. Talking to the captain. He's saying no arms in the tackle. Don't do it again. I'm happy with the ruling. The penalty to the Eels, 25 metres out. The Panther man's still on the ground. Bit wobbly. There's dead soldiers everywhere. Here goes one Panther off. There's another Panther down near the halfway mark.
Walk out.
Somebody's yelling out the feign and injury.
If you walk off, I can go. He only ran back because he said so. See the elbow?
Game goes on. Couple of minutes to go. It's all academic. The Panthers have got home. And he's lost the ball. They're offside. Panthers offside. Penalty to the Eels. That's right. They're on the try line, the Eels. Got the ball out wide. No, big Tavita's going to, oh, he's lost the ball, I think. No, the way the stands cheering, I'd say he scored. It's all academic. It's only probably a minute or two to go. Been a hard game. There's a few injured players. This is the last game in the first round, so we'll start the second round next week, and we'll be at a ground somewhere, hopefully, God willing. Been an interesting clash, this one, and the Panthers have been too good for the Eels here today. One minute to go, so after the kick is taken, there'll be game over. Going to cross the front of a goal, never looked like going over, and that's it. And that makes the final score 34-20. 34-20 to the Panthers. And it's been a great afternoon of football, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And from Dave and myself and our men up on the camera and our young lady, I hope you enjoyed our telecast, and we'll be at a game somewhere next week. And kia rana, and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you and good night.
Stopping. 3, 2, yep.
Okay.
Alex,
Do me
we're
a
done.
favor. Hey, do me a
Right up.
favor.